Welcome everyone. My name is Lindsay and we have a gentle yoga practice today that's going to focus on twisting the body and moving ourselves around. We're going to spend some time in the hands as well. Of course, working through the whole body as we take these postures. We will be using a block today, so having one of those or something similar nearby will be helpful later on. But we will begin our practice by coming into a comfortable seated posture. We'll get the two sitting bones fairly evenly planted down into the floor. We're going to start by drawing the lower belly in, taking a nice big inhale, rolling the shoulders forward up, and then the exhale to bring the shoulders back and down. Keeping the lower belly still engaged like that. Inhale, roll the shoulders forward and up. And exhale back and down. One more time, inhale. And exhale, pausing with the shoulders down the back. Feel that kind of stretch on the tops of the shoulders. And then we're going to tuck the chin down towards the chest. Very nice and slow, deep breaths in and out. Just feeling the stretch on the back of the neck. Excellent. Beginning to very gently, slowly roll the head from side to side, bringing right ear towards right shoulder and then left ear towards left shoulder. As you're taking these movements, start to slow down your breath. Letting the inhale and the exhale just move slower, feeling more depth in the breath. Waking up the area of the chest, of the back, of the neck. Great job. We'll start to pause those movements of the head. Bring the gaze again to neutral, and we'll roll the shoulders forward, up, back, and down. Let's take an inhale, lift the arms up overhead, tilt the gaze up, nice and slow, up towards the fingers. And then exhale, draw the hands down through heart center, pressing the thumbs in towards the sternum. Broaden the collarbones, squeeze the elbows back behind you, getting a little compression. Just press the heart in towards the thumbs. Keep the belly engaged. Inhale, release the arms, lift the arms all the way up, tilt the gaze up towards the sky. Exhale, draw the hands back down through heart center, press the thumbs in towards the sternum, squeeze the elbows back, nice shining of the heart forward. Use your next inhale, reaching the arms up one final time, reach the arms up. And exhale, draw the hands down through heart center, press the thumbs in towards the sternum. Take a moment here, just feeling in through the body, connecting with the sensations here. You might choose to create an intention or a dedication for today's practice. Just using positive language in the present tense to create a short statement that you can repeat to yourself as we continue our practice. Excellent work. Let's start to release the hands back down towards the lap. Flip the palms up towards the sky. And we're going to squeeze the fingers in towards the wrist. And then we're going to extend the fingers out. 2 more times like that, squeezing the fingers in towards the wrists. And then release the fingers out. Last time. Squeeze. And release. Excellent. You're welcome to keep the backs of the wrists resting on the knees or bring the palms towards the knees. We're going to bring the gaze over towards the right shoulder. So we're just keeping the gaze neutral at first, just twisting over towards the right side. Get a stretch here in through the left side of the neck. Just feeling that twist in through the cervical spine. And then we'll exhale to draw the chin over that right shoulder. So we're tucking the chin down towards the right shoulder. And then inhale to lift the gaze up towards the sky. Nice and slow, controlled. Draw the chin back down towards the shoulder. And inhale to lift the gaze back up. Last time, draw the chin down. And inhale to lift it up. Keeping the gaze up towards the sky like you're following a rainbow, up and over towards the upper left corner. And then we'll slowly lower the chin down over the left shoulder. Nice and slow, just feeling that stretch in through the neck, in through the shoulder, wherever it might be. Use the inhale to lift the chin up again towards the sky. And then exhale, draw the chin down towards the shoulder. Last one. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, back down towards the shoulder. Gazing down, draw the chin again towards the center of the chest. And then we'll inhale to bring the gaze back up to neutral. Roll the shoulders forward, up, back, and down. Inhale to reach the arms up overhead. Stretch the arms up. And then exhale, press the hands out in front of you. Okay, spread the fingers wide, kind of like a little wide spread, and then bring the fingers back towards each other. Okay, 2 more times like that. Open the fingers wide, and then bring the fingers back towards together. Okay, and one last time. Open the fingers wide, and then bring them back together. Great job. Create little knuckles with the hands, and then begin to alternate which knuckle is on top. Keeping the belly engaged and the spine nice and long here. Continue to feel your breath steady and slow. In and out. You're getting a little stretch on the back of the shoulders here as we engage the muscles of the chest. Nice, slow, deep breaths in and out. Waking up the arms, waking up the chest. Fantastic. We've got our last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Open the arms out nice and wide. Release the knuckles. Extend the fingers out. Great job. Start to draw some little circles with the fingers. Feeling the spread across the collarbones. Feeling the spine nice and tall here. Just continuing to wake up in through the arms. Getting a little bit of toning in through the arm muscles, the shoulders, the core. Great job. Let's reverse the direction of those circles. Feeling the warmth building in through the arms, the chest, the back. Our breath is still nice and steady and slow. Our last 3, 2, and 1. Pause. All right. Bring the fingers down towards the forearms. Stretch the back of the wrist. Rotate the arms over. Extend the fingers out. Palms towards the sky. Bring the fingers back in towards the forearms. Rotate the arms over. Extend the fingers out. Bring the fingers back in. Continue that rotation. Finding more and more movement into the wrists, into the fingers, maybe a little wiggling of the fingers. Great job. We'll finish up our final one with the palms facing the floor. Keep the shoulders down the back. And then flex the fingers up towards the sky, adding a gentle bend in the elbows. Press the palms away. Feel nice and broad across the collarbones. Nice, slow, deep breath in. Excellent. And exhale, lower the hands back down towards the lap. Take a moment, either resting the palms or the back of the hands on the knees. Take a nice, slow, deep breath in, just feeling any sensation. Reconnecting with the breath. Beautiful work. And blink the eyes back open if you close them. If you're in a cross-legged position, we're going to switch the crossing of the legs. If you're in an alternate seated posture, just find some movement into the feet, into the ankles, and we'll settle back down onto our seat. We'll roll the shoulders forward, up, back, and down. Press the left hand down in towards the floor, kind of palm presses down and extends the right arm up towards the sky. We're going to reach that right arm up, press the arms in opposite directions. Nice long stretch here. Keep the lower belly engaged. And as you exhale, start to bring that right hand over towards the left side of the mat. Pressing in through that left hand, help lengthen the waist, rotate the collarbones, maybe peek the gaze up just a little bit more. Your right hand, those fingers might wiggle like you're, I don't know, petting a dear companion animal nearby. Great job. Draw the lower belly in. Use your exhale. Rise yourself all the way back up. Release the right hand down and lift the left arm up. Press that right hand down in towards the floor. Reach those left fingers up towards the sky, drawing the belly in. Start to bring that left hand over towards the right side of the mat. Pressing into the right hand, lengthen the waist, rotate the collarbones, peek the gaze up. Feel that stretch in through the side body. Nice, slow, deep breath in. Fantastic work. As you exhale, rise yourself all the way back up, reaching the fingers up. Now we're going to twist over towards the left, drawing the navel in, start to rotate, bring the left hand back behind you, right hand towards either knee. Press into the back hand to help lengthen the spine, growing just a little taller. And as you exhale, start to bring the gaze over towards that left shoulder. Fantastic work. Draw the lower belly in. Use your exhale. Unwind. Reach the arms up overhead. And then switching sides. Draw the belly in. Bring the arms over towards the right side. Right hand comes back behind you. Left hand comes towards either knee. Twisting over towards the right. Press into that right hand. Lengthen the spine. Maybe start to bring the gaze over the right shoulder. Nice, slow, couple of deep rounds of breath. Fantastic work. Draw the lower belly in. Inhale, reach the arms back up overhead. And exhale, slowly hinge forward. We're going to press the palms down into the floor. We're going to play with a little mini back bend here. As you press into the palms, roll the belly forward, shine the chest up towards the sky, getting a little scoop or a little hollowness in the lower back. And then from here, find that length and then exhale to round down just a little bit more. You might find a little bit more space in the vertebrae. Okay, as we're in this forward fold, we're going to bring the webbing of the fingers together. We're going to interlace the fingers, give them a little squeeze, and then release. Take the opposite crossing of the fingers. Give that little webbing another little squeeze. Great job. Release. Draw the lower belly in. Use your exhale. Begin to ragdoll yourself all the way back up through seated. Lovely. Roll the shoulders forward, up, back, and down. Great job. Hands come towards the knees. Nice little engagement into the belly. And we're going to start to swing the torso around, taking our barrel rolls. Nice work. Noticing different areas through the body, maybe where you are experiencing sensation. Great. Let's take these in the opposite direction. Nice, slow, deep breaths. Great work. Starting to pause that movement. We'll draw the lower belly in and begin to ragdoll yourself all the way back up through seated. Rolling the shoulders forward, up, back, and down. Great job. Let's take the legs and extend them out into a big V shape. Take a moment, find some movement in through the legs, maybe a pointing, flexing of the feet, wiggling the toes, getting comfortable on the sitting bones. Draw the belly in and lengthen the spine, pulling the shoulders forward and up. We'll inhale again to reach the arms up overhead. We're going to take that side-to-side movement. Lower the left hand down towards the left side of the hips. Reach the right fingers up. And as you exhale, start to walk those right fingers over towards the left toes, getting that rainbow shape in through the hand. We're going to press into that left hand again to help lengthen the waist. Rotate the collarbones. I'm taking a few little moments here to stretch and reach. Maybe again, wiggle those right fingers. Great job. We'll start to slowly rotate, lowering the right hand down to the inside of that left leg. So we're going to press into both palms again to help lengthen the spine and rotate the collarbones over that left leg. So it's a little twist here along the spine, pressing into the palms, lengthen the spine just a little bit more, keep the belly engaged, and slowly start to lower the torso down over that left leg. Let the head hang nice and heavy here. Maybe a little nodding of the head, yes and no, just bringing that movement in to the neck. Fantastic work. Stay nice and low here. Begin to walk the hands back in through the center of the mat. Draw the lower belly in. Use your exhale. Begin to ragdoll yourself all the way back up between the two legs. Roll the shoulders forward, up, back, and down. Inhale to reach the arms up overhead, keeping the spine nice and long. Lower the right hand down towards the floor, reach the left fingers up, draw the belly in, and slowly start to bring those left fingers over towards the right leg. We're gonna walk yourself out in that direction, pressing into that right hand. Lengthen the waist, get a little more rotation in through the collarbones. Maybe bringing that wiggle into the left fingers. Nice, slow, deep breaths. Fantastic work. Slowly start to release that left hand down to the inside of the right leg. We're going to press into the palms and lengthen the spine, lifting ourselves up so that we can rotate the collarbones again over that right leg. So it's a little rotation, a little twist. Exhale to lower yourself down over that right leg. Take it nice and slow, letting the head relax. Maybe nodding the head yes and no. Fantastic work. Staying nice and low. Walk the hands back in towards the center of the mat. Press into the palms. Lengthen yourself up halfway. Re-lengthen the spine. Shine the heart forward. And then exhale to lower yourself back down between the two legs. Let the head hang heavy. Just a nice slow deep breath here. Maybe coming back to your intention or your dedication. Let the breath be nice and slow. Then we'll draw the lower belly in. Use your exhale. Begin to ragdoll yourself all the way again back up to seated. Roll the shoulders forward, up, back, and down. Great job. We're going to draw the navel in again, rotating from the navel. Walk the right hands back behind the hips. Press into both hands. Inhale to lengthen the spine. Get that little twist, gazing over the right shoulder. And then exhale to unwind, passing back through center. Keeping the belly engaged. Walk the the left hand back behind the hips. Twisting over towards the left, pressing into both hands to lengthen the spine. And exhale to twist, maybe just a little bit more. Fantastic work. Bringing yourself back through neutral. Walk the legs back towards each other, planting the feet. We're going to grab on back behind the thighs and take a few rounds of seated cat-cow. So as you inhale, roll the belly forward, puff the chest up, lift the gaze up towards the sky. As you exhale, draw the belly in round, feel the shoulder blades spread on the back of the body. Inhale to roll the belly forward, shine the chest forward, tilt the gaze up. And exhale, draw the belly in, feel the shoulder blades spread, gaze towards the navel. Great job. We'll bring ourselves back through neutral spine here. Broadening the collarbones, keeping the feet planted. We're going to straighten the elbows and lean the torso back at an angle. Okay. We're going to keep the feet planted today, and we're going to play with our rowboat with the feet planted at first. Extend the arms out in front of you. Plug the shoulder blades back and in. Bring the palms towards each other, and we're going to start to bring the hands from side to side. Take these nice and slow here. See if you can move with your breath, really feeling that twist, using the core strength instead of just our momentum of swinging from side to side. Okay, just a moment here. Bring the hands over towards the right side and lift the left shin. Great job. Lower the left shin, bring the hands back through center, bring the hands over towards the left side, lift the right shin. Great job. Bring yourself back through neutral, grab on again, back behind the thighs, and start to move into your seated cat-cow. As you inhale, roll the belly forward, shine the chest up, lift the gaze up. As you exhale, round the back, bringing the gaze towards the navel. Inhale to roll the belly forward, shine the chest forward, tilt the gaze up. Exhale, draw the belly in, round the back, shoulder blades spread. Great job. Bring yourself back through neutral. broadening the collarbones, draw the belly in, one more boat pose, hinge the torso back at an angle, keeping the belly engaged, get lighter and lighter in the shins, maybe extending the toes out to point towards the wall. All right, so you're welcome to stay here with the hands bound, or if you'd like, take a hovering rowboat, again, bringing the hands from side to side. And if you'd like a little bit of kind of brain challenge, you can alternate as you bring the hands over towards the left, the right toes tap down. As you bring the hands over towards the right, the left toes tap down. So kind of alternate sides. Getting the heartbeat pumping here. We've got our last 3, 2, and 1. Bring yourself back through neutral. Lower the feet down. Grab on behind the backs of the thighs. Move into your seated cat-cow. Inhale, lifting up, looking up. Exhale to round down, roll down. One more time. Inhale, lift up, look up. Exhale, round down. Fantastic work. Bring yourself back through neutral. We're going to roll over to meet up on our hands and knees. As you come onto your hands and knees, we're going to start to play with our bear pose. So this is our organic, intuitive movement like a bear coming out of hibernation. You might take some more barrel rolls with the torso. Maybe you're rocking back into child's pose, giving the lower back a little stretch. You might shake the tail from side to side. Maybe you're wanting to stretch the legs out back behind you. Just kind of playing, noticing what you want to get out of your bear pose today. Just another little breath here. Excellent. Starting to find stillness, meeting up in tabletop. We've got our wrists underneath our shoulders, our knees underneath our hips, and we're going to feel into the palms just a little bit more. Flipping the left palm over, so the back of the hand rests on the floor. We're going to squeeze the fingers in towards the wrist, and then exhale, flick the fingers out. Squeeze the fingers in, and exhale, flick the fingers out. Last time, inhale, squeeze, and exhale, flick. Great job. Plant that left palm. Switch sides. Bring the right back of the hand towards the floor, and then squeeze the fingers in, and exhale, flick the fingers out. Squeeze the fingers in, exhale, flick the fingers out. Last one, squeeze, and exhale, flick them out. Great job. Let's take a little break for the hands, rock back into child's pose, roll out the wrists, wiggle the fingers. And again, we're going to bring the webbing of the fingers together, squeezing the hands into a little kind of interlaced fingers, and then take the opposite interlace. A few times like that, continue to switch the interlace of the fingers. Great job. Starting to pause that movement. Press into the palms. Use your exhale to rise back up into our tabletop. Press the mat away. Feel the sternum lift. Draw the belly in. If you'd like, you can come up onto your knuckles if the wrists are feeling tender today, or you can lower down onto your forearms. We're going to take our hip circles, starting with the left side, lifting the left heel up towards the sky, like you're holding onto a box between your heel and your glute. Then open the knee out towards the left side, pull it up towards the elbow, draw it underneath the body, and then kick the heel back up. Take it towards the side, elbow, under the body, up, side, elbow, under the body, and up. Great job. Draw the knee in towards the chest, elbow, side, up, chest, elbow, side, up. Last one, chest, elbow, side, and up. Great job. Square off the hips. We're going to take our donkey kicks today, kicking the heel up towards the sky, just a couple inches, pulsing, kicking from the glute. All right, we've got our last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, draw the knee in towards the chest. Squeeze the knee in, round the back up. Great job. And then release the knee back through neutral, plant the knee back down towards the floor, rock back into child's pose. Give the hips and the heels, bring the hips and the heels towards each other. Find some movement in through the fingers and the hands and the wrists. You might again give a little gentle massage to the forearms, to the wrists, maybe to the pad of the thumb. Excellent. Extending the hands out, back in front of us. Draw the belly in, rise yourself back up to tabletop, your variation with the arms. We're going to press the mat away. Feel the sternum lift. Kick the right heel up towards the sky like you're holding onto a box between your heel and your glute. Start to open the knee out towards the right side. Pull the knee up towards the elbow, then underneath the body, and then kick the heel back up towards the sky. Take it towards the right, elbow, under the body, up, side, elbow, under the body, and up. Great job. Switch directions. Draw the knee in towards the chest, elbow, side, up, chest, elbow, side, up. Last one, chest, elbow, side, and up. Great job. Square the hips off. We're going to take those little donkey kicks again, kicking the heel up, back behind you, just lifting. Little bit here, couple inches, isolating that glute muscle. Fantastic work. We've got our last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the knee down, rock back into child's pose. Reach the arms out nice and long here. Let the head hang heavy. Staying low in child's pose, begin to walk the hands over towards the left side of the mat. Grabbing onto the right wrist, lengthen out that right side of the body. The nice few slow, deep breaths. Excellent. Walk the hands back through center, then over towards the right side. Grabbing onto the left wrist, stretch out that left side of the body, let the head hang heavy. Fantastic. Bringing the hands back through center, pressing into the palms, rising up to tabletop. Let's extend the legs back behind us today, tucking the toes, finding our high plank. Lower the hips in line with the rest of the spine. Continue to press the mat away. Feel the belly draw in. Take a moment here, just breathing in. Feel the shoulder blades spread. Nice, slow, deep breath in. And then as you exhale, press the hips up towards the sky, coming into our downward facing dog. And taking any adjustments of the placement of the feet, press the sitting bones up towards the sky. Maybe there's a gentle bend in the knees. The heels can stay lifted. A softness in through the elbows and the shoulders press back. The head can dangle. Maybe even nodding the head, drawing little circles with the head. And then when the head stills, begin to alternate lifting and lowering the heels. Little dog walk here. Fantastic work. We'll start to walk the hands and the feet towards each other, meeting up in a forward fold. Nice soft forward fold over the legs. The torso relaxes. You can take the weight out of the arms. You might grab opposite elbows here to enjoy a gentle sway from side to side. Excellent work. Starting to release opposite elbows, pressing into the feet, adding a gentle bend to the knees. Use your exhale and slowly begin to ragdoll yourself all the way back up through standing, stacking vertebrae on top of vertebrae. Head comes up last. We'll roll the shoulders forward, up, back, and down, finding our mountain pose. The feet root down into the floor, the spine nice and long, the legs engaged, the collarbones broad, and the fingers extend towards the floor. Nice, slow, deep breath in and out. Take an inhale, reach the arms up overhead, lift the gaze up. And exhale, draw the hands down through heart center, pressing the thumbs in towards the sternum. Take a nice, slow, deep breath in, just reconnecting with your intention or dedication. Excellent work. Okay, a little bit of movement again into the hands with the palms pressed together or as close together as possible. We're going to alternate kind of bringing the fingers from left to right with the palms kind of smushed in towards each other. Just a few of these little side to side motions. Okay, and now we're going to bring the fingers forward and towards us. Just some different motion in the wrists. Pausing that motion, bringing the fingers back up again towards the sky. We're going to bring the tips of the fingers towards each other, kind of creating a little dome shape with the hands, and then smush them back in. So we tent and we smush just to your level. I just moved a little closer so that you could see what I was doing here. Okay, a few more of those. Fantastic. Our last two. And one. Bringing the palms back together, thumbs press in towards the sternum. Nice, slow, deep inhale. And exhale, release the hands down by the sides. Take a moment, just notice any sensation into the hands, into the wrists, into the arms. Let's take a nice deep inhale, reach the arms up overhead. And exhale to forward fold. Add a little softness into the knees, lower the torso down over the legs. Take a moment coming into your forward fold Uttanasana. We're going to bring the hands towards the legs, either the shins or the thighs. Draw the belly in, rising up halfway as you inhale, head and tailbone reach in opposite direction, Ardha Uttanasana. Nice flat back. And then exhale, forward fold again. Inhale, rise yourself all the way back up through standing. Reach the arms up overhead, lift the gaze up. Exhale, hands come down through heart center. Beautiful work. Moving into chair pose. As we inhale, bend the knees, sit the hips back, extend the arms up along the ears. Exhale to forward fold over straight legs. Lower the torso down, straighten the legs. Inhale to rise up halfway. Hands press in towards the legs, head and tailbone reach in opposite direction, belly draws in. Exhale to forward fold. Another chair pose. Bend the knees, sit the hips back. Inhale, lift the torso up, extend the arms along the ears, little tuck of the tailbone there, nice flat back. Exhale, rise to stand, hands come through, heart center. Excellent work. Feeling the heartbeat, feeling the breath nice and steady and slow. Fantastic work. Let's play with our balance posture next. So if you would like to step closer to a wall, a chair, or step off your sticky mat onto more hard wood, that is all hard floor, I guess. You can have any type of floor. All right. Pressing into the floor, finding our mountain pose. Extend the spine nice and long. Squeeze the legs, draw the belly in. Hands can come to rest at the hips or at heart center. Find a non-moving spot to stare at. This is our Twisty, our focal point. And we're going to press the right leg firmly down into the floor, starting to get lighter and lighter in that left foot. You might choose to stay here, just feeling the balance in that right leg, or you might open the knee out towards the left side of the mat. Again, you might choose to stay here or walk the foot up towards the ankle with the toe still planted, just a little more balance support. You might also choose to lift the foot up on towards the calf or reach down and place the foot on the thigh. No pressure with whatever posture you feel comfortable in today. Just continue to maintain your breath. Continue to squeeze that supporting standing leg and the core. Keep the spine nice and long. Nice, slow, deep breaths in and out. Beautiful. Releasing the hands down by the sides. Release the left foot. We're going to roll out the right ankle. Then we'll plant the feet and we'll give ourselves a little windmilling around. Fantastic. Starting to find stillness again in through the feet. Lengthen the torso, extend the fingers down towards the floor, mountain pose. Switching to the other side, hands can come towards the hips or to heart center. Finding that non-moving spot to stare at again, press the left foot firmly into the floor, draw the belly in, get lighter and lighter in that right foot. All right, you might choose to stay here or opening the knee out towards the side or walking the foot in towards the ankle. Again, you can choose to keep the toe planted on the floor or lift it up towards the calf. Last option, placing the foot in towards the thigh. Feeling that length along the spine, the engagement into the standing supporting leg, the smoothness of the breath. And if there is an arm variation that you would like to take today, you are welcome to extend into it. Nice, slow, deep breath. Fantastic. We're going to start to make our way out of this posture, bringing the hands back down, releasing that right leg, planting the foot down, roll out to the left ankle. Nice work. In your balance postures, we'll plant the feet and windmill ourselves around again. Excellent job on those balance postures. Making our way back up towards the top of the mat. Finding our mountain pose, rooting down into the feet, lengthen the spine. Inhale to reach the arms up overhead. And exhale, hands come down through heart center. Inhale to chair pose, bend the knees, sit the hips back, extend the arms along the ears. Exhale to forward fold, straighten the knees, lower the torso down. Inhale to rise up halfway. Hands press in towards the legs, head and tailbone reach in opposite directions. Exhale to forward fold. Finding one more chair pose, bend the knees, sit the hips back. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, rise to stand. Hands come through heart center. Excellent work. Okay. We're going to take a big step back with the left foot. So press the right foot in towards the floor, get light in the left toes, and we're going to bring the left foot back behind us and see if you can just keep the toes planted, the back heel lifted. So we're finding our high lunge pose. Okay. If you like, you can bring the foot a little closer, a little farther. It's all good. I'm going to take a little tuck at the tailbone, lengthen the spine, and as you're ready, reaching the arm up overhead. Nice, slow, deep breath here in our high crescent lunge. Beautiful work. Okay, so adding a gentle twist into this posture, finding a non-moving spot to gaze at. Start to extend the arms out in front of you, like you're handing somebody a little package. Okay. As you're ready, start to lower the right hand down towards the floor, like a clock arm, and then start to extend that right arm back behind you. So you have the arms at the 6 and the 9 o'clock. I'm sorry, the 3 and the 9 o'clock. I know what a clock looks like. 3 and 9. Reach the arms in opposite direction. Nice, slow, deep breath in. Great job. Slowly start to lower that right hand back down. Meet the arm back up with the left and extend the arms back up overhead. Use your exhale to straighten the front knee and lower the back heel down towards the floor. Take a moment here, lengthen the spine, nice slow deep inhale. And exhale, begin to hinge forward over that right leg. Lowering the torso down, nice long spine. Bring the hands down towards the thigh or the shin. Let the torso soften here, relaxing down into our Parsvottanasana. Nice slow deep breath in and out. Draw the lower belly in. Use your exhale. Begin to rise yourself all the way back up through standing. Hands come through heart center. We're going to take a big step forward with that left foot, meeting back up at the top of the mat. Release the hands down by the side in mountain pose, Tadasana. Nice slow deep breath in and out. Just notice the two sides of the body. Fantastic work. Bring the hands again in towards heart center. Pressing into the left foot, squeeze the left thigh, squeeze the left glute, start to get lighter and lighter in the right foot. Again, we're going to move into that high crescent lunge. So we're going to take a big step back with the right foot, and we're just going to plant the toes down. See if you can keep that heel lifted. A little more challenging for the balance, so find that non-moving spot to stare at. All right, to get into crescent lunge, start to bend that front knee over the front ankle. Tuck the tailbone just a little bit more, lengthen the spine, and as you're ready, reach the arms up overhead. Nice, slow, deep breaths in and out. Beautiful. Okay, keep staring at that non-moving spot coming into our twisted crescent. Extend the arms out in front of you. Great job. And then begin to lower that left hand down towards the floor. Opening the collarbones out towards the wall, extends that left arm back behind you. Again, the arms are at the 3 and the 9 o'clock position. The left knee squeezes in towards center line. Feel nice and broad across the collarbones. Nice slow deep breath in and out. Great job. Slowly unwinding, bringing that left hand back down, meeting back up with the right. As you're ready, extend the arms back up overhead. Exhale, draw the hands down through heart center, straighten the front knee, lower the back heel. Take it a moment, nice lengthen through the spine. The legs are both straight, the hips square off towards the short edge of the mat. Inhale to lengthen the spine. And exhale, we're going to hinge forward over that straight left leg, coming into our Parsvottanasana. Lowering the torso down, 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 nice and slow. Hands can come towards the thigh, the shin, just avoiding placing weight on the knee joint. Lowering the torso down. Nice, slow, deep breaths in and out. Great job. Draw the lower belly in. Use your exhale. Start to ragdoll again. Yourself all the way back up through standing. Hands come through. Heart center. Take a nice big step forward with that right foot. Meeting back up in mountain pose. Releasing the hands down by the sides. Notice the two sides of the body. Reconnect with your breath. Great job. Take a nice slow deep inhale. And exhale. Our next inhale moves us again into chair. Bend the knees, sit the hips back, extend the arms up overhead. Tuck the tailbone just a little bit, feel the lower back kind of lengthen. Exhale to straighten the knees, lower the torso down over the legs, straighten the knees. Inhale to rise up halfway, lengthen the head and the tailbone in both directions. Exhale to forward fold. Moving again into chair pose, bend the knees, sit the hips back, draw the belly in, tuck the tailbone, lengthen the spine, reach the arms along the ears. Exhale, rise to stand, hands come through, heart center. Nice, slow, deep breath. Cross the thumbs in towards the sternum, take a moment, connect with your intention or dedication. Fantastic work. And blink the eyes back open. We're gonna find our block and we're gonna do a little play with our chair pose. So if you don't have a block, you could use a firm pillow or a rolled up towel, a thick book, something. All right, so we're gonna get our feet about that knuckle, 2 knuckles distance apart. And then we're gonna bring the block either at the medium or the short side in between the thighs, just above the knees there. So we don't wanna necessarily press into the knee joint too much with that. All right, so give yourself a little squeeze of the legs in towards the block, feeling that engagement of the outer hips, these outer glutes. Okay, great job. Bringing the hands towards heart center. Press into the feet, lengthen the spine, continue to squeeze the block towards each other. All right, now from here, begin to bend the knees, sit the hips back. Okay, so we've got that block. We're still squeezing. We can feel these kind of like outer glutes engage. All right, keeping the feet where they are. Take a moment, take a breath. I'm going to add a little twist here into our chair. Slowly lower the right elbow down towards center line and lift the left elbow up towards the sky. Nice squeezing of the glutes. Nice job. Great job. Unwind, come back through center, and then lower the left elbow down, lift the right elbow up. Fantastic work. Nice slow deep breath in. And exhale, begin to unwind back through center, press into the feet. Use your exhale, rise to stand. Release that squeeze of the block. Place the block off to the side. Give the hips a little shimmy shake. Take one leg out and give it a little shake. Kick the other leg out, give it a little shake. Whew. Nice job with those long chair holds. And place the block back down. Make our way back up towards the top of the mat. Extending the fingers down towards the floor, finding mountain pose. Take an inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, hands come down through heart center. Pressing into the right foot, squeeze the right thigh, squeeze the right glute. Get lighter in the left foot, coming up onto the left big toe. Again, we're going to take that big step back again with the left foot, plant the toe, plant the heel. Moving into our warrior two, rotate that left foot so it points towards the long edge of the mat. That just opens the hips up. We're going to bend nice and deep in through that right knee, little tuck of the tailbone, little lengthening of the spine, and we'll reach the arms out nice and wide. Great job. Bring the gaze over the right fingers. Excellent work. Nice deep bend in that front knee. All right, playing with our dancing warrior. Flip the right palm up towards the sky. Inhale, reach the right arm up and overhead. Left hand comes towards the left thigh. Reaching up and back. As we exhale, coming into our extended side angle pose. Bringing the right forearm towards the right thigh and extends the left arm along the left ear. There's a little rotation of the collarbones to shine towards the wall. Nice engagement in through the belly. Inhale to rise ourselves back up through reverse warrior. Reaching that right arm back up and overhead. Exhale to extended side angle pose. Bringing that right forearm to the right thigh. Extend the right arm along the right ear. Beautiful work. Draw the lower belly in. Use your exhale. Rise back up to warrior two. And then straighten the front knee. Swivel the right toes so that they also point towards the long edge of the mat. We'll bring the hands towards the hips here. We're going to move into a wide-legged forward fold. Inhale to lengthen the spine. Exhale to forward fold between the two legs. Lowering the torso down, let the head hang heavy. You can release the arms, adding a gentle dangle or sway to the torso if you like. I invite you to walk the torso from side to side, just getting a little side body compression and stretch as you sort of rock gently from side to side. Great job. Drawing the lower belly in, add a gentle bend to the knees. Slowly begin to exhale, wind yourself all the way back up through standing. Heel toe the feet in towards each other a few times, and then we're going to rotate all the toes to point towards the top of the mat. Take a big step forward again with that left foot, meeting back up in mountain pose. Sending the fingers down towards the floor. Nice slow deep breaths in and out. Fantastic. All right, for the second side, we're going to take our block and move our block just a couple feet back behind us on the right side. It would be a high, medium, or low setting, just something that's easy to grab. So I just stepped it back there towards the back of the right side. All right, hands come again towards heart center, rooting down in through the left foot, draw the lower belly in, get light in the right foot, and then we're gonna take a big step back with the right foot, plant the toe, plant the heel, and then rotating the back foot out so it points towards the long edge of the mat. Moving into our warrior two, nice deep bend in that left knee, little tuck of the tailbone, lengthening the spine, and extending the arms out towards the short edges of the mat. Feel like you're getting gently pulled backwards by those right fingers, keeping the spine nice and long, gazing over the left. Nice slow, deep breaths in and out. Fantastic. Again, playing with our dancing warrior. Flip the left palm up towards the sky. Inhale, lift the left arm up overhead. Right hand comes towards the right thigh, reaching up and over, stretching out that side body. And then exhale, coming into extended side angle pose. Bringing the left forearm towards the left thigh, right arm along the right ear. Lengthen out, rotating the collarbones to shine towards the wall. Draw the lower belly in. Exhale. And then inhale, reversing the warrior, bringing that left arm back up overhead, right hand towards right thigh. Exhale, extended side angle pose. Left forearm, left thigh, right arm along the right ear. Great job. Exhaling, rise back up, warrior two. And then straighten the front left knee. Swivel the left toes so that they point towards the long edge of the mat. All right, so we have that block kind of in between our two legs. This is going to support us as we take a twisted wide-legged forward fold. I'm just going to change direction so you can kind of see what's going on. All right. Now lengthen the spine. And as you exhale, slowly begin to lower the torso down again into your wide-legged forward fold. Take a moment here, just lengthening out the spine. Excellent work. All right, so we're gonna bring that block now underneath the face on the high, medium, or low setting. And we're gonna bring the right hand in towards the center of the mat. Press into that right hand. Just get a little more length in through the spine. So you might be able to reach the floor without the block, but we use the block to just bring a little bit of that length, a little bit of that back bend into our spinal extension. So we press into the block to help lengthen the spine about halfway. So the back feels nice and flat, drawing the belly in. And we're going to imagine that we're plucking a bowstring with this left hand. Drawing a line along the right arm, start to rotate the collarbones so that you can point that left elbow up towards the sky. As you're ready, start to extend the fingers up towards the sky. Nice broadness across the collarbones here, keeping the lower belly engaged. Excellent work. Slowly start to unwind, bringing that left hand back down, and place the left hand on the block. Release the right hand. Again, imagine that you're plucking that bowstring. Draw the line along the left arm, rotating the collarbones, pointing the right elbow up towards the sky. And as you're ready, extend the left fingers up towards the sky. Excellent work. Slowly lower that right hand back down towards the floor. Adding a gentle bend to the knees, draw the lower belly in, use your exhale, begin to rise yourself all the way back up through standing. Fantastic. Heel to the feet towards each other a few times. Swivel all the toes to point towards the top of the mat. And then take that big step forward again, meeting up in our mountain pose. Lengthen the spine, feel nice and tall here. Inhale to reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, draw the hands down through heart center, pressing the thumbs again in towards the sternum, connecting again with your intention or dedication. Inhale to reach the arms up overhead. Exhale to forward fold, lowering the torso down over straight legs. Bring the hands towards the legs. Inhale to rise up halfway. Reach the head and tailbone in opposite directions. Exhale to forward fold, lowering the torso down. Press the palms down into the floor. So bend the knees enough that you can plant the palms down into the ground. With the palms pressed into the floor, extend the legs out again, nice and long back behind you, coming into our high plank. Nice, slow, deep breath here, feeling the body engage. Great job. Now lower the knees down towards the floor. We're going to bend the elbows towards the back of the mat, lowering the chest all the way down towards the floor. Nice and slow. Extend yourself out nice and long onto the mat. Hands come underneath the armpit area. Squeeze the elbows in towards the mat. Squeeze the muscles of the glutes. Inhale to lift the chest up, coming into low cobra. Now adding a little bit of a twist here to low cobra. Start to bring the gaze over the left shoulder. That lowers the right shoulder down just a little bit. Great job. Bring yourself back through neutral and then switch sides. Starting to twist over towards the right, bringing the gaze over the right shoulder as you lower the left shoulder down. Fantastic. Bring yourself back through neutral and lower the torso all the way back down towards the floor. Nice slow deep breath in and out. Hands maintain that kind of position underneath the armpit. We're going to press into the palms, press into the knees, and rise back up, passing through tabletop to come to rest in child's pose. Hips and heels meet back up towards the back of the mat. Nice, slow, couple of deep rounds of breath here. Flex the fingers up towards the sky, and then relax the palms back down towards the floor. Press the fingertips in towards the floor and tense the rest of the hands up. And then relax the palms back down into the floor. Nice work. We're going to walk the hands back towards the knees. If you have your block nearby, you might bring the block underneath the hips back behind you. We're going to rise up again into our Virasana pose. So you might choose to use the block to sit up onto it. You might not need the block and you can bring the hips down onto the heels. But allow yourself a moment to rise yourself up to seated, hands press into the thighs. Nice slow deep breath in and out. Excellent work. Great. Release the hips back down onto the floor and extend the legs out nice and long. Finding our Dandasana staff pose, we'll flex the toes up towards the sky, engage the muscles of the legs, bringing the hands back by the hips, broaden the collarbones, draw the belly in, press the palms down into the floor. Feel that nice length in the spine, a slight tuck of the chin towards the neck. Feel the shoulders nice and soft down the back. Nice slow deep breath in and out. Fantastic work. Relaxing, releasing that. We're going to bend the knees and draw the soles of the feet towards each other, meeting up in our bound angle pose, Baddha Konasana. Grabbing on to the feet, we're going to flap the knees a few times, up and down. With the hands bound on the feet, draw the belly in and lengthen the spine just a little bit more, feeling maybe a stretch on the tops of the shoulders. You might draw the chin down towards the chest and gently roll the head from side to side. Starting to pause the flapping of the knees and the movement of the head. Lengthen the spine up nice and tall. Great job. Release the hands from the feet, and we'll bring the hands to rest back of the wrists or the forearms rest on the knees. We're going to bring the index and the thumb together, pressing the thumb towards the index finger, and then release that. Bring the thumb to press in towards the middle finger. Then release, bring the thumb to press in towards the ring fingers. And then finally, the pinky fingers. Okay, so we're gonna take that pattern and repeat just some kind words to ourselves. So bring in the index finger and the thumb, calm, middle finger, compassion, ring finger, peace, pinky finger, presence. Just repeating like that. Calm, compassion, peace, presence. Calm, compassion, peace, presence. You might close the eyes. Calm, compassion, peace, presence. One more time. Calm, compassion, peace, and presence. Wonderful job. Blinking the eyes back open. We're going to come into a twist next, lifting the left knee up towards the sky. You might choose to keep this bind of the feet today, or you can cross the left foot over the right ankle, walk it up towards that right knee, or cross the left foot over the right knee. This requires a little bit of reshuffling of where the legs and the hips are. You just want to continue to bring that left hip down towards the floor. Grabbing onto the left knee. Inhale to lengthen the spine. And as you exhale, start to twist over towards the left, wrapping the right elbow around the left knee. Bring the left hand back behind the hips, pressing into that back hand. Inhale to lengthen the spine. Exhale to twist just a little bit more. Fantastic work. Slowly unwind the twist. Bringing the left foot back out and open the knee out towards the side. Lift the right knee up. And again, those same options. Either the foot's outside of the ankle, it's on the inside of the ankle. Maybe it walks up towards the left knee, or maybe it crosses over the left knee. Just want to keep that right hip planted down towards the floor. Grabbing onto the right knee. We'll inhale to lengthen the spine. I'm going to exhale to twist over towards the right. Left elbow wraps around the knee. Right hand walks back behind the hips, pressing into that back hand. Inhale to lengthen the spine. Exhale, twist, bring the gaze over the right shoulder. Nice, slow, deep breaths in and out. Excellent work. Slowly unwinding the twist. Unwind to the legs. We'll plant the feet, knees bent. And we're going to lower ourselves down onto the floor. So you can either grab on behind the thighs or release the hands out in front of you, using a little more core strength to lower yourself down onto the floor. Walk the heels up towards the sitting bones and open the arms up into cactus arms. Taking a nice slow exhale, lower the knees over towards the right side of the mat. A little twist here. Maybe bringing the gaze over the left shoulder. Nice, slow, deep breaths in and out. Draw the lower belly in. Use your exhale. Bring the knees back up towards the sky. And then we're going to switch. Lower the knees down over towards the left side. Bring the gaze over towards the right. Nice, slow, couple of rounds of breath. Fantastic. Bring the gaze back up towards the sky. Draw the lower belly back in. Lift the knees back up towards the sky. Draw the knees in towards the chest. Give yourself a nice big hug. Gentle rocking from side to side, maybe. Opening the knees out wide towards the armpits, moving into happy baby pose, kicking the heels up towards the sky, grabbing up behind the backs of the thighs, or walking the hands up towards the outer edges of the feet, keeping the knees nice and wide, keeping the feet nice and wide. Now you might take a gentle rocking from side to side again, massaging out the lower back. Fantastic. Starting to pause that movement, we'll bring the knees back together. And moving into our final resting pose, extend the legs out nice and long down onto the floor, allowing the legs to open wide and the toes to fall out towards the outer edges of the mat. Hands come down by the sides, palms face the sky. A gentle tucking of the shoulders underneath the back. A slight tucking of the chin towards the chest. A slight scooping of the tailbone towards the heels. Take a nice slow, deep inhale. And open the mouth and sigh the exhale out. Again, like that, inhaling through the nose. Open the mouth and sigh it out. Nice few slow, deep breaths. Allow yourself to return one last time to your intention or dedication and just mentally repeat it to yourself. Let the muscles of the face relax. Muscles around the eyes and the jaw relax. Muscles in the neck and the shoulders, all the way down to the fingertips, relax. The torso, the back, the hips, all relax. The legs, all the way down to the toes, relax. Taking this time to integrate all the movements, all the breath, all the stretch, and all the strengthening. Let's start to bring a little bit of movement again back into our fingers and our toes. We'll roll out the wrists and the ankles. Taking a nice deep breath, let's start to stretch the arms up overhead, pointing the toes towards the short edge of the mat. Feeling the lower back arch up off the floor. Good. Exhale, draw the knees back in towards the chest. Give yourself a nice big hug. As you're ready, making your way over onto your side body, resting in a fetal position. Giving yourself a moment just to feel a sense of gratitude towards yourself. Maybe a little thank you for prioritizing your health and your wellness today. Then, as you're ready, slowly, gently helping to lift yourself back up into a comfortable seated posture. The eyes can stay closed as you mentally check in with your physical body, mental body, and emotions. Let's take an inhale to reach the arms up overhead. And exhale, draw the hands down through heart center. May our practice be of benefit to all beings. Thank you and namaste.